going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? Yeah, we looking rough out here. We looking rough out here. Before I get started, I want to thank you, Arcella's Beard. I appreciate that. Sorry, Sonia. My apologies that alarm caught you off guard. For all of the regular listeners, last week, and I'll explain why we looking haggard today. If you watch today's video, you have some idea why we looking haggard. Welcome, Sonia. Glad you made it. For all the regular viewers, you might remember last week I had some unfortunate words. Shout out Supervillain. I had some unfortunate words about the 80s and the 90s. I was mostly talking about television and movies. I was very aggressive about the 80s and 90s. And I firstly want to apologize to Boom Boom Boom. Let me hear you say wayo, wayo. Say boom boom boom. Let me hear you say wayo, wayo. I definitely gotta apologize to Boom Boom Boom. I want to send out my heartfelt apologies to. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You know what I mean? Where would I be? Where would I be? It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Where would I be? Where would I be? I was raised up on, baby, if you want me, you got to show me love. Wait. How we started? Do, 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 do. Oh, and baby, if you want me, la da da dee da 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 da. La da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 da. Oh yeah, hey, wanna be my lover? Come on, man. Come on, man. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Groove is in the heart. Come on, man. That was disrespectful. That was outright disrespectful, and I need to apologize. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And I can't even hear What is Love without thinking of Night at the Roxbury. If you can hear What is Love and I think about Will Ferrell and Chris Kattan, Night at the Roxbury, you know what I mean? Everybody. And believe me, I would play the joints. I apologize for the bootleg renditions. I would play the joints, but you know we on YouTube. They will come snatch me. You know what I mean? YouTube will come snatch me if I play the joint. I gotta apologize to everybody. I gotta apologize to everybody. So anyway, on with the show. This is the rhythm of the night. The night. Oh yeah. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh yeah. Come on, man. I'm sorry, man. 90s house. 90s house is the top 3 genre. I don't care. Even the joints I ain't like at the time. La da dee, la dee da, la da dee, la dee da. I couldn't stand that song when it came out. I could not stand that song when it came out. It was so stupid when it came out. And you fast forward 20 years, now she's standing there singing for money. La da dee, la dee da, la da dee, la dee da, la da dee. 90s house, a top 3. 90s house is fire, man. I'm sorry. 90s, you know what? I would say I apologize. I wasn't familiar with your game. I was familiar with your game. I forgot. Y'all want to know what happened? What? I'm keeping the kids up? Oh. I got to quiet down. I'm keeping the kids up. My wife came in like, I'm keeping the kids up. My bad. Y'all want to know something funny? I'm gonna pick this up in a couple weeks when I'm ready to talk about an announcement. But I'm gonna pick this up in a couple weeks. But I just wanted to, since we're here, I always thought it was funny when you watch TV shows and they have like a little kid and they play the music of the day for the little kid. You know what I mean? And I always thought that was fascinating to me because like when I was a little kid, they were playing like 80s music, like music that was before my time, before my consciousness kicked in. So in order to recreate that, when I give my kids a bath or when we're in the car as a family, I only play the music that was out, like whatever the top songs were when I was my daughter's age. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Anytime we in the car or anytime we in the bath, right now we in 1984. And right now we in 1984. So now it's got to be 84. Whatever was hot in 84. With your occasional, detour. So we did a detour today with 90s house. And because I got into this. You know how you hear one song and all of a sudden you just listen to that genre for a week? That's what happened. I saw a meme, and it wasn't even congratulatory. I saw a meme on Instagram, and they were making fun of 90s house and talking about how they weren't even using English words. It was just sounds. That was like the whole thing. And I watched that, and I was like, I ain't listening to 90s house in a while. That was the next week of my life. Next week of my life was listening to 90s house. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Because we have quite a bit that I want to get to. For those that watched today's video, the Elon Musk video, or watch an upcoming video about Vivek Ramaswamy, not been put out yet, but I shot it at the same time. You know why we out here looking haggard today. My camera died. My camera was like, you know what I mean? Like I gave you what I could give. I gave you what I could, but it didn't even send me no notice or nothing. Just walked off on the job. Here I am, all dressed up, sweating because I got to turn the AC down. All my lights on, got the script ready. I'm all ready to go. And camera was like, I can't even do it, but like I can't even do it. Hey, let me get two more. All I need is two more. You can die tomorrow. You could die tomorrow. I'm ready to shoot now. I can't even do it. Like, you know what I mean? You done got the 500. You know what I mean? You done got the 500. You don't want to take no breaks? That's on you. I'm taking a break. Now, here's where I got to have respect for anybody that works in the technical field, cameramen, editors, light technicians, engineers, anybody that works in the technical field. Y'all know how stupid the rest of us sound when we trying to describe what's going on technically. That's how I sound while I was texting my editors yesterday, trying to figure out what to do and trying to figure out, what camera to get. Because my thing was, I need to get a new camera like today. I'm going to wake up today and get a new camera. And we're going to fix it. Right? I feel so dumb, bro. I feel so dumb. So last night I came home from a show that I get to. Last Thursday, I came home from a show, and it occurred to me while I was looking at cameras. I said, well, the camera itself didn't die. What happened was the battery died. Like the battery said won't be charged, and the battery is... So you might be able to just get another battery, you know what I mean? And then you could take your time getting a new whole camera and get all that set up. You probably could just get a new battery. That was my thought last night. So I go on Amazon, I go Google, and I go search it. You realize these camera batteries are basically $3-4. You know what I mean? Like these camera batteries be at the bottom of the balloon pit at the dollar store. They got all the balloons in the pit, and it just be camera batteries that they give them to you for free. They basically give them to you for free. They have camera batteries when you go to Marshall's, and they have all the dusty candy because they never don't have enough cashiers. So you be in the backup, you be in the line backup, and you buy the dusty candy that you never would have bought if it was on the regular shelf, because you would have seen that candy is dusty. But since you in the front, it'd be like an impulse buy. You get the dusty candy. You know what I mean? They basically sell camera batteries with the dusty camera at Marshall's. That's how plentiful these are. They are. I got 3 of them and a charger for $30. I did all of that. I did all of that research about dropping a grip of money to get a new camera. And why you ain't tell me, Treva? Why you ain't nobody told me? Nobody told me. By the way, that was the recommendation I got. The recommendation I got was the Sony was the A7 IV. Is the A7 V out? The A7 IV was the one that I had recommended to me, which I still intend to get. But just so I can get on my feet, I just gotta get on my feet. I just gotta get on my feet. I just need a little bit, I just need a little bit of something. Give me a couple batteries so I can get back on my feet. And then once we off and running, then we can talk about all the other stuff. You know what I mean? But I just need to get right. I need a couple batteries to get right. It was so Larry, I believe it was the batteries. We're not entirely sure because the earliest that I could get them delivered was right before the live. I tried to see if I could just grab them and put them in the camera and do the live, but they came dead. So they're charging right now. You'll see very soon. You will see very soon. See at Prime Day. Yeah, I know. And I probably would have paid extra money. I probably would have paid extra money. You did be humble. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All right. Now let's move past that. We're doing a little bit of something different today. Yesterday was a horrific day. Camera died. My guest for today's live bailed at the last minute. My man David, who I gave shout outs, and I gave shout outs to Be Humble and Supervillain, amongst others, in my last ending video. My man David, who does the thumbnails, his wife just had a baby. Oh, that reminds me, I need to text him. His wife just had a baby, which is great. Why am I talking to the? See, this is funny. So I'm used to talking to this. So the camera is right here. So I'm like, which is great. No, we right here. That is off. I gotta remember. That is off. I'm glad I didn't do that in the actual video. So that left me in a situation. He just had a baby, and I'm very excited for his wife and him and for his family. I just need to see if you can do these. You know what I mean? It's just you know. Can you knock these off? Can you knock these off for me, player? Can I just slide through the waiting room and it just, you know what I mean? I give you a card. With a couple of thumb requests in it, you know what I mean? Just in case you got some extra time, you know, just in case. So yesterday, I was like, oh, congratulations, that's dope. And I just had to not say nothing else. I was like, all right, congratulations, man, that's cool. He emailed me later in the night, hey, I have that thumb. Okay, cool. Woo! All right. That's how we got the Musk thumb. You know what I mean? He sent the Musk thumb, but like, you know, we'll see. Might be some deep cuts coming tomorrow. I don't know. Vivek is shot, but Vivek don't got no thumbnail. You know what I mean? Unless it's gonna be like a full Reese situation where you got me shooting off my laptop and making a thumbnail. You know what I mean? We just gonna be. So Dave. So I don't know if Dave is working or not. Don't have no guest for today. Camera died. It's like, man, this is one of those days, man. This is one of those days. And then sometimes when those days happen, it's like you just got to tread water. You know what I mean? You just got to tread water and get to the next, you know, get to the next thing. You know, sometimes sometimes the best you could do is not get knocked out. You know what I mean? Sometimes not get knocked out is just the best you can do. But one of the ideas I had for today's live, because I just did the 500K celebration, so I'm like, I feel like I did a live where I just ranted and talked for 2 hours a couple days ago. So I had an idea, because I get so many messages from you guys. And a lot of you guys have a lot of really cool stuff going on. Like I know Deshauna, for instance, is running for office. I know Regina is involved in things of that nature. You guys have a lot of different projects and things that you're involved in. And, you know, people have written books. People teach a lot of seminars and stuff. Like, you know, you guys as a community are incredible. So I said, why not every couple weeks have a live where it's almost, that's why I named it what I named it today, Special Viewers Edition. Why not have a live where you allow some of the viewers to share? It's like show and share, which is what they call show and tell now. I guess show and tell was too woke. They don't do show and tell. My daughter does show and share. They do show and share. So we're gonna do show and share today. So I'm very excited about the guest that we have coming to you. A woman by the name of Hope. So I'm looking very forward to that, and you guys will too. In the meantime, it's a whole lot to talk about. I mentioned real quickly that I went to a show. I went and saw Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour. My sister is a diehard Beyonce fan, like diehard Beyonce fan. And so she asked if I would go with her to the show. I ended up going with her. And I had some thoughts, man. First of all, if you didn't know that I was 4 decades deep, by virtue of, baby, if you want me, you got to show me love. If you didn't know, I gotta pull it back up. If you didn't know, run away. What? How does runaway go? Runaway. Wait. Run away into your life. Run away if you want to survive. Gotta break free. Oh, run away. Oh. If you didn't know, I was 4 deep. By virtue of being my lover. If you didn't know, then you would have known by my reaction to at Beyonce show. I never felt so old. I was like, boy, I'm up there, boy. I'm walking around. I didn't know. You learn something new every day. Here I am talking to the camera again. You learn something new every day. I didn't know that you could wear drawers out the house. But if you put chaps on, then it undoes the drawers. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I was like, wow. I didn't know that chaps undoes the drawers. I was like, you got on drawers. Like, what? You got on drawers. Chaps doesn't make it not drawers. Chaps doesn't make it not drawers. I was appalled. I'm looking around like, you don't know she got on drawers. And them fans make too much noise. I'm with the fans. Okay. My mother is from South Carolina, and as I've told y'all before, South Carolina will never have a whole lot of things to feel pride in. Where them fans at? So I'm with where them fans at. I'm with all of that. Hello. And look. I used to be a backslider. That's why I take special offense when I smell weed for 4 straight hours. Come on, dog. Y'all ain't high yet. If y'all ain't high after 4 hours, take that back. Okay? If y'all ain't high after 4 hours, take that back. It ain't working. 4 hours? Bro, I done had some fun. And some places I wasn't supposed to have that much fun. I at least had the decency to be considerate of the people around me. Now, I was considerate mostly because I didn't want to get caught, you know what I mean? Like, I was mostly considerate for me. But come on, 4 hours? Come on, man. Really? Nobody came to the Beyonce show to turn state's evidence on y'all smoking weed. But you forced my hand. You know, you forced my hand. Come on, 4 hours, dog. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Whoever gave you something that it takes 4 hours straight of puffing and disturbing everybody around you, you need hands and feet. Don't make me suffer. Don't make me suffer. That was one of them. Yeah, I see. We looking rough out here. We looking rough. Don't make me suffer. They gave you a bag from the 90s. That's what they gave you. They gave you a bag from all that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. All that she wants is another baby. They gave you that I saw the sign. That's what they gave you. They gave you that I saw the sign. They gave you 90 sticks and stems. And 4 hours, how we used to do. I know what they got out there now. It don't take no 4 hours. I know that. Say it past the mic. Not the vocals. Let me say this before I forget. I don't watch a lot of shows live because I'm basically a hermit. By choice. I mean, I also am by practice because of what we build here, but I'm also basically a hermit, so I don't go watch a lot of shows. I'm very moved by them, I find. Like when I went to go see the Mark Twain Prize and I saw Conan O'Brien, I remember talking to you guys about how I was moved by watching Conan. Beyonce's freaking amazing, though. Bro. She was freaking, it was hot. I don't mean the show was hot. Like it was good. It was, but I mean it was hot. I mean it was hot. It was hot. I was mad when the people in front of me, this is how you also know I'm old. I was mad that people in front of me kept standing up because now I gotta stand. I was ready to sit down. I can enjoy it sitting there. I'm sitting there. This how I want to enjoy the show. I didn't want to do all of this. I didn't want to do all of that. Now I got to stand up because you stood up in front of me. The fact that and just performing by itself creates so much, or requires so much energy just to stay focused. I know from doing the live. I'm sitting down in an air-conditioned room, and I'm hot because of the energy it takes to be present and performing. Just doing stuff makes you hot and creates energy. She's doing that in 80-degree, swampy, muggy weather in a stadium in full get-up dancing. Bro, for 2.5 hours, dog. 2.5 hours. Come on, man. That's crazy. And I went with my sister back in 2016, I think it was, to go see the Formation tour in Baltimore. And I remember when I saw that tour, I was so impressed with the physical ability that it took to dance. Like, she's an amazing dancer. People don't give her credit for how good of a dancer she is. She's a really dope dancer. The physical requirements of doing that show, I was impressed by back in 2016. 2025, she didn't do nearly as much dancing, which is all well and good. But I was as impressed by the artistic range from country to house to pop to R&B to hip hop rap. The artistic range was just nasty. She's nasty. Unbelievable. Great show. It made me feel very inspired. I did see Blue Ivy. I definitely saw Blue Ivy. I'm a Blue Ivy of the Carter kids. I'm a Blue Ivy fan. Rumi looked like she bad. She looked like she bad. She reminded me of my son. Their kids would be just like mine. The oldest one is kind of like wanting to listen and take the lessons. The youngest one she looked like she bad. Man, I don't know. If I wasn't a parent, then I would feel opposite. But as a parent, I know them tendencies. If she like that in front of company, I can only imagine. All right. Shout out to Beyonce. Shout out to all y'all that went to the show. Welcome to Hope. Glad you were here, Hope. Welcome to Leo. Welcome, my man Nick. Welcome. Tim said Reese with all the skate center jams. Those are the skate joints. That's true. Those are the skate joints. Oh, thank you, Rosiah, towards a new camera. It's looking that bad. I was determined to shoot them videos yesterday, and fortunately, I mean, the Elon video not exactly killing the game, but it doesn't look like shooting off my laptop was hurtful. So that's good. You know what I mean? So that's good. Thank you, Rosiah. La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. That one had to grow on me. I wasn't feeling it in the 90s. Michael, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. R.S. Ellis, thank you. Alaquandria. Hopefully I got that right. Very pretty name. And thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Your videos make my day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Rosiah is back. Share it. Oh, I believe in love after love. Yeah. You know what song I really like? That Madonna song. What was that Madonna song? It was like 90s. Where do you go? My lovely, where do you go? I want to know. No, that's not the Madonna song. That's just was the next on that list. Madonna. 4 minutes. Is it crazy? See, I can't play nothing because then they go, I don't remember if it's share. You know what? I'll find it later, Rosiah. I can't play nothing because then they're going to be like, oh, you stealing content. Treva, thank you so much, Treva. I appreciate you. Frank said, go fund me towards your new camera. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. As soon as I go here, like TP said, I'm gonna go on Prime and see if I actually could have saved money on them batteries, which I'm sure it was the case. Now I got another problem I got to deal with. Fundraiser for the Deshauna election fund. That's a good idea. Thank you, Peachy. I appreciate that. Hey, Reese, enjoy yourself. Thank you, Nicole. Carnival Cruises ban wobble and fans stepping. All right. So I saw a video the other day that was accusing Carnival of being anti-black and talked about how you can't bring speakers on. And I was like, honestly, I ain't even mad at that. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that. I mean, I'm okay with the no speakers. I mean, that one didn't bother me. The headphones are still allowed. The no speakers didn't bother me. Then they said they were banning the fans. And I thought that was a bit harsh. Then I went to the show last night. They're using it instead of clapping. You got hands right there. I was like, you know what? I ain't mad at Carnival for that. I ain't mad at Carnival for the no fans. I would like to institute that here. If I could institute the no speakers and the no fans, I would. You know what I mean? I would be okay with that, if we're being honest. Then they said the no line dancing. That was a bit harsh, I thought. That was a bit harsh. Now, is it no wobble specifically, or is it just no line dancing? The one that got me was no rap music. Carnival, I was going to ride with you. With the speakers and the fans, I was going to rock with you. No rap music. Specifically rap music. So all the rock is okay. All the rock music, all the metal, and all the. How about this? Because they definitely fight to rap music. I'm not saying they don't fight to rap music, but if it was a number one genre for fighting, it would be 1A and 1B between rap music and that early 2000s party music. Do they play LMFAO? Do they play LMFAO? Because if that's okay, if that early 90s, that early 2000s party music is okay, y'all are racist. That's it. That's it. Because all I see to that early 2000s party music is fights and people near death. So if that's okay, y'all are racist. And that was before I got to the Rashad Ritchie. I saw Rashad Ritchie got a video out about a woman who had a racist encounter. That one wasn't Carnival, but a woman who had a racist encounter on a cruise ship. And at that point, I sent it to Regina and was like, "Yeah, we need this." Now I'm in. Now we good. Now we got it. Carnival, I feel like I was more than fair. I felt like I was more than fair to y'all. But for Reese's vocal lessons. Well, thank you, Peachy. I appreciate that. Nicole, thank you very much. Tammy, hey, we missed you. What's going on, Tammy? Shout out, Tammy. I didn't want Tammy to think that she had a leash on her or nothing, but people was asking questions because she's such a presence in the community. That's what happens. You know, people love you. They miss you. I know that feeling well. I have to deal with it from family. Reese, you forgot the Tom Tom Club. What's the Tom Tom Club? Yeah, I'm going to look up Tom Tom. Reese, you got a playlist out there. I don't have a personal playlist. This is the Spotify 90s. Spotify has a 90s dance party playlist. Tom Tom. What's Tom Tom? I'm scared to play it. Hold up. Oh, Genius of Love. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. What's it got? I'm gonna get you. Where do you, oh man, I gotta put this down. I gotta put this down because this Venga Boys. Oh, okay. Rhythm is a dancer. Everywhere. I'm telling you, if you put all of the lyrics that I know from all the songs that I sang today, if you add up all the lyrics that I know, it might get to 100. The only words I know is rhythm is a dancer. That's it. That's rhythm is a dancer. Everywhere. Join us in the air. Oh, there's a passion. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know. Does anybody know the words to those songs? Interestingly, I don't ever see them at karaoke, and I think that's why. I think that's why you don't never see them at karaoke, because they don't know. The karaoke people be like, oh, 90s house music would hit hard. 90s house music would hit hard. We need to get that to karaoke, and then they got into it like on board mission. We don't know. The artists don't know. I love your show, bro, and keep your foot on those races. Thank you, Claude. I appreciate that. Thank you. Exactly. That one was specifically targeted. The rap music. I think she's talking about the rap music on Carnival. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Y'all remember Jock Jams? It was Jock Jams. Pump up the jam. Yeah. That's Jock Jams. For the return of Dancing Reese. I had to do something. When you come out looking this musty. See, now y'all see that this you know what this should be? This should be a Sony commercial. Actually, that probably wouldn't work, seeing as how it was a Sony product that died that made this. Maybe it needs to be a Canon commercial. Maybe the Canon commercials. See, this is how you look with a camera. This is how you look going off your laptop. But you have to go off your laptop because your camera battery died. But with Canon, there you go. Either that or the dollar store or Marshall's advertising those batteries. Consuelo, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me check my email because the guest was supposed to be here by now. It's okay if she doesn't make it because there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. Let me ask y'all a personal question because the rest have been impersonal. Let me ask y'all a question. The other night, I was awake, planning my videos to shoot on Monday, thinking that my camera was operational. Okay. The other night, I was awake, and I saw the news peg of Trump and the DOJ and Pam Bondi announcing that there's no, sorry, Consuelo. I saw Trump and the DOJ announcing that there was no additional Epstein names, no additional files and whatnot. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, one of the things I have to consider, obviously I have to consider newsworthiness, but I also want to consider tone, because obviously I got jokes, and I want to consider viability. You know what I mean? I'm like, is this the kind of thing that that people are going to be excited to watch, right? I decided, because I wanted to make the video I made today about Elon, and I put a little bit of it in there. But I wanted to make the video today about Elon, and I wanted to make this Vivek video. So I decided, let me do those two, and then let's give it a day, right? Give it a day. So I saw creators. Now I can't say I can speak for the entirety of YouTube, but I saw people make content about this, and it just died. I'm seeing people making content about this and the algorithm burying it to the point where I thought maybe people aren't as interested in this particular story, you know. But then I go on to X, and I see that it is the number one trend, so far outrunning everything else. But the content on YouTube gets buried. Now, those are the kind of games I told you I don't like to play, because I see an idea, I either research it or I say, Regina, this is my idea. She'll research it. I come with a bunch of assets, put them in the order I want to put them in, put my commentary, put it in the prompter so I know my order. Set up my camera, turn on my lights, put on my clothes, put the jersey back there, take a shower, curl my hair, throw on some lotion, throw on some anti-shine, fix the windows, record the video, put it on my laptop, send it to my editor, or I might edit it, get it back, proofread it, or proof edit it, copyright it, upload it to YouTube. At some point, I have to send David my idea for the thumbnail, get his sketch back, go back and forth with him to fix the thumbnail, get it exactly right, take that thumbnail, put it on YouTube, then put a description, then think of your hashtags, and then schedule it. But you to bury it, yeah, I'm talking to the camera again. For you to bury it, to protect what? Donald Trump's ego? Nah, I don't play them games. I don't play them games at all. At all. I don't play like that. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste Regina's time, Ms. Ray's time, my editor's time, David's time, money. I don't play them games at all. So I find it highly suspicious. And it's at a point now where I have enough to say about it that I like now. Like before, it was like, okay, this is something that's going to be entertaining. But now I have enough to say about it that all the right wingers have come out. Now I have enough to say about it. Now I want to do one. I didn't necessarily want to do one the other day, but now I really want to do one. And I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't play them games. I don't play them. I don't do that. I don't do that. So, you know, it's almost like the BB content, right? Y'all know BB content. They be burying some BB content. They be burying some BB content. That's another one. That's another one. And to be fair, not to be fair, to be clear, my reaction is the reaction they're looking for. They want to discourage people from speaking about certain things. That's how you discourage people from speaking about certain things, is you make it financially and time-wise. You make it problematic to do. My reaction is the reaction that they want, and that doesn't make me happy either. But I'm also not in the business of wasting my time, energy, and money. Don't you find it fascinating? While all of the MAGAs are spitting out about this Epstein situation. That was fun. And I'm going to miss everybody. Yep. I am going to miss everybody because I'm talking to the camera still, right? I am going to miss everybody. Don't MAGA choose the weirdest lines? Don't y'all choose the weirdest lines? So you didn't care that this man was a felon. You believed him despite the fact that people have been suing him since the 70s. You had this man install a whole oligarchy, and he telegraphed his shot by having all the billionaires around him at inauguration. You had the tariffs cause businesses to go haywire. You had GOP representatives buying and selling stocks at just the right time. You had the pulling of the gutting of USAID. You had the gutting of Medicaid. And I saw that Tucker Carlson said that this Epstein situation might cause a revolution on the right wing. Now, I'm all for that. All for that. But y'all chose the Epstein case. Like this was the this was. I'm not mad at it. I'll take it. This like finding $50 in the most raggedy pair of. This like finding $50 in the chaps that you wore with the drawers to the Beyonce show. You put the chap. You go to put them chaps away a week later because they've been on the floor. You go to put the chaps away and you find $50 in the chaps. And then you find another $20 in the drawers. Oh, wow. What was it doing? Y'all gonna do a revolution for this was it? We already got the tape. That was before he won the first time. We had the tape of what he said. All this stuff with Ivanka, no, like I'm with it. You know what I mean? Woo. All right. If this where we going, I hope y'all make it. But that's wild to me. That's That is wild to me. Um, and these are people, right? Thank you, Kristen. They need to start having the day they deserve, for sure, for sure. Here's another one. Here's another one that blows my mind. And sending love out to everybody in Texas. Hopefully, everybody stays safe. Here's another one that blows my mind. So, the flooding happens in Texas, okay? And the reports come out that, National Weather Service was understaffed and was a victim of Doge. That Trump and Elon Musk have culpability in the catastrophe in Texas. Well, then the administration and the Magas, this is pre-Jeffrey Epstein, the Magas clap back. Oh no! Well, actually, the weather service was overstaffed. They were over. Matter of fact, they need to be Doge. They wasn't Doge before. They need to be Doge now because they had three people for every job. Yeah, they had somebody doing the work, and then they had a guy behind him rubbing his shoulders, and they had another guy, another woman behind that guy. They was just rubbing shoulders, and they were just rotating. You know what I mean? They had three people for every job. They were woo. And look, okay, all right, Magas. All right, Magas. They were overstaffed. So then that would make it the officials on the ground's fault. Now, right? That would make it the Republican right-wing administrators and officials on the ground's fault. Then, nah. See, well, nah, because it's not. Nah. See, it's not. See, what it was is this was Biden's operation. This was Biden's operation, and so which is something he said. That's something he said. This was Biden's operation. While Ted Cruz wants to say, now is not the time to politicize a tragedy. Apparently, he didn't have he was on foreign soil and he didn't have access to data. He didn't have one of international data plans, so he didn't see the response to literally anything that happened under Biden's administration being blamed on him. He didn't see none of that, and he also didn't see Trump say that this was Biden. He also didn't see that. So he wants to say now is not time to politicize. Again, to the point that I made in the beginning about Epstein. So Magas, you listen to this administration. Well, first of all, you listen to the officials blame the Trump administration. Then you had the Trump administration say that the National Weather Service was overstaffed when we know that Doge done ran rampant through the federal government. They were overstaffed, which would make it kick it back down to the local authorities' fault. But then to take heat off the local authorities, he gets to put it on Biden. This was Biden. Because the local authorities, were so obedient to the whims of the Biden administration while he was there. They were so beholden to Biden that they follow his protocol even after he is gone. That's the kind of shit that MAGAs have been swallowing. It made sense to y'all. That made sense to y'all. For him to sit up there and blame Biden, and this ain't the first time what he blamed him for the rise prices, cost of living. He blamed him for the stock market. What else did he not? Gas price. What else he didn't blame about? This is the kind of stuff that y'all let slide. This is the kind of illogical world that y'all have created for yourselves. And I'm with you on the revolution. I will open the door for you. I'll hold the door open for you. You run in. Like the MAGA dude with the horns. I'll open the door for you. I got you. Like we used to do them parties back in the day. Hey, well, we only got one cover charge. So you go in and we gonna be round back. So just go in and in 5 minutes you just open the door, hold the door open, and we'll be yeah. I'll go around back, I'll hold the door open for you for your revolution. I'm all with that. I just don't understand how, and I hate that it comes around to like a in any way a defense of Trump, because Lord knows that is not my intention. But I just need to understand how this is that's wild. That is wild. It's because it's this kind of stuff pre-Epstein, right? But we're just going through the flood, pointing the finger at the flood and trying to find something blue so we can all stop pointing the fingers back and forth, right? While they're pointing the fingers, I made a members video. I was very inarticulate in the members video, but that's what that's for. I just be talking stuff out over there. I made a members video where and not so many words, I basically asked, does America deserve to survive? Like, does America deserve the quality and standard of living that we have carved out for ourselves? Do we deserve to continue to be the empire? And quite honestly, if we are a country where as a plurality of our voting populace will watch a Republican administrator blame a Republican administration and president to then give us this explanation that defies your entire ethos and how you've gone about your cuts to the federal government, to come around and blame the past administration. If a plurality of our voters will go with that, the answer is no. The answer is no. Because either our critical thinking and our ability to sacrifice and make difficult decisions and our care for one another has degraded to a point where we are at each other in such a way that we cause the destruction of our own empire, which is, if that's how a great number of that's how a great number of empires fall, from countries to basketball teams. Okay, That's how a great number of those fall. Or either we've degraded to that point, or we have always been such lemming-like followers of whatever the administration is feeding us that it was just a matter of time before we got somebody in office like Trump that would use that to enact our own destruction. Whichever one of those you want. Don't matter to me. Arguing which one of those is not necessarily the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is I was watching this whole pass the buck on the storms from his fault. Now's not the time. Gotta love that. You gotta love now's not the time. All the way back to Biden. And if something was to cause a revolution, right? In the last week, if something was to cause a revolution, that should have done it. People died. And this isn't necessarily the most destructive natural disaster or event to befall us. It's just the way it was handled. The way you chose to take zero accountability and find a way to try and make yourself, try to find a way to use those deaths to prop up your own ego. If something was to cause a revolution, I would think it would be that. But it's Epstein. I guess we can't always choose, right? We can't always choose. You know. I guess if we were gonna try and pick and choose what Maga was gonna wild out about, it was gonna be something raggedy. It was gonna be something raggedy. Yeah, it was gonna be something raggedy. You know, I guess you lose them how you get them, right? you lose them raggedy, you get them raggedy. I guess that's how that is. And then the fact that this tripped me out too. I was listening to Kristi Noem try and explain away, or Kristi Noem giving her deflection on the storm, and I thought to myself, so around election time or like post-election, one of the things I said, especially when they were trying to push through this cabinet, I said it's one thing for us to say that people are unqualified, but if you win, right? If you win, you get your way, and you get all these people through and confirmed. Well, now they have to be qualified, don't they? You know what I mean? That's why if you ever, I know a lot of you guys have been asked to get a friend a job, or a classmate, old acquaintance, ex, whatever the case may be. Sometimes you get asked to get a friend a job. Hey, put in a word for me. Well, one thing you don't do is get them a job working with you. That's one thing you don't do. That's one thing we don't do. I might get you a job down in accounting. You know what I mean? I might get you a job over in accounts receivable. You know what I mean? I get you a job at the front desk. You ain't get, no, you're not getting it. No, because I know you work 3 days a week. That's why. Because I know you gonna go to the Beyonce show and blow sticks and stems for 4 straight hours and then walk your behind into this office and try and do work. That's why you can't work over here. Right? You'll never get him a job working with you. You know what I mean? No. Man, you done messed up a friendship and a good job. So that's the thing. If you win, then their lack of qualification becomes your problem. So I'm watching Christy Nome try and make heads or tails of, whatever excuses she's trying to run with today, right? And I thought to myself, now this is the same lady who we couldn't even believe. Like, she got caught lying before she was even up for the cabinet. She got caught lying multiple times. They know we don't believe her. We already don't believe her. And I said, why would Trump put this lady in this position when he already knows? I'm like, did he just give up like he did before? Like he did at the end of the like he did at the end of the campaign, we just started dancing the YMCA. Did he just give up, or was that like some kind of heat check? It had to have been a heat check. It's like that Matt Gaetz heat check. I bet you I can get Matt Gaetz. I bet you I can get Matt. They was drunk at a party one night, and he was just pulling names. Like, oh, you ain't getting Matt Gaetz to. Not only I get Matt Gaetz to, I get him in front of the DOJ. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, it's like he giving the whole game, like he giving the whole game away. You got to find somebody better than that. Oh boy. All right. Like it's the NBA draft. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Much appreciated. Reese, I'm 50 plus. Maybe why I forgot what chaps are. Honestly, up until recently, I just thought chaps was the knockoff polo brand. Because Marshalls, and I know I talk a lot about Marshalls. I talk about what I know. Marshalls didn't ever have no polo, but they had chaps. Marshalls had chaps. And I had convinced myself that it was a good look to just be the chaps guy. So, hey, junior high school, every photo of me from 6th grade to the 9th grade, I was in chaps in public. Shout out to chaps. Yeah, I was a Marshalls baby. Whatever we find on the floor. Thank you for all you do and what's to come. Thank you, April. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, April. Karen, I appreciate you so much. If you were a recipient of one of Karen's gifts, send her some love. Oh, Sonia said, taking my grandbaby home. Okay. Thank you, Sonia. I appreciate that. Sending some love out to you. The fact that Mike Johnson said they feel empty as well, then start to name officials, children, and grandchildren who survived, it pissed me off. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Pretty sure Mike Johnson is a sociopath. I saw that video that I posted was not by accident. Grab the you know what? Oh yeah, you talking about the video that was totally fine? Yeah, that was the Trump video that was totally fine. But now this is a problem. Now this is a problem. Hey, here's it. Here, I just want to see if any of you guys was bootleg like me. Okay. So JTS said off-brand polo association, pony, not a horse. Here's a question. Chaps was like the official knockoff polo. Y'all know what the other knockoff was? Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. What was the name of the other knockoff polo? It was a completely different brand. Not Ralph Lauren. Izod was kind of its own brand. U.S. Polo Association. Nah, Nautica was legit. We like Nautica. No, Nautica was legit. We had to pay money for that. Polos. Okay, all right. So there's Polo Association. There's Polo Association. We didn't have Polo Association. There's another one that I'm talking about. It didn't have polo in the name, but it was knockoff polo. Think of the logo. I'm talking about knockoff polo. I know somebody knows it. I actually said it in a video probably about a month ago. Somebody said Tommy Hilfiger. Y'all know Tommy Hilfiger wasn't no knockoff polo. Stetson Cologne. Man, did y'all make? Oh, there it is. 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 What y'all know about Knights of the Round Table? What y'all know about Knights of the Round Table? What y'all know about Knights of the Round Table? Knights of the Round Table. Oh my God. Boy, they let me get away with chaps. They let me get away with chaps. But if you got caught with Knights of the Round Table, oh, you was getting roasted all week. You was getting, if they caught you with Knights of the Round Table, I never owned Knights of the Round Table. I wouldn't allow my mother to buy Knights of the Round Table. But I saw people that had Knights of the Round Table. You just got to keep it moving. You just keep it moving on. You can't be here. You can't be here thinking you about to have a serious conversation with somebody. You can't stop and make a poignant point and give somebody the ability to fully examine your horse and rider. You can't do that. Hey, so I'm very happy to be here today. Welcome to my live. I am Reese Waters. The channel is Reese Waters. I'm so glad that you guys are here today. We got some videos coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. Also, you here with you. You gotta be. Don't let nobody just examine your horse and rider. You can't. Oh, Knights of the Round Table. So some of y'all never heard of Knights of the Round Table, so maybe that was regional. Maybe Knights of the Round Table was regional. Oh, that was funny. Reese said, I don't remember seeing that in New York. They probably couldn't make it to the fashion. They was in D.C. They was definitely in D.C. Yeah. They was definitely in D.C. We the people got an amazing opportunity to change what has been going down in this country and redefine our democracy. Thank you, Jordy. I appreciate that. That's a great sentiment. All right. On that note, I done already talked much longer than I thought I was going to. I was expecting a guest to come in, but that's okay. We'll get her at another time. We obviously had a lot to talk about, So I'm glad we were able to get that out. Be on the lookout for the premiere tomorrow. My guess is it'll be 3, 4 o'clock, 2 to 4, somewhere around there. So be on the lookout for that. And hopefully you guys will know very soon whether or not this battery solution actually worked. So we will see. Definitely welcome to Hope and to Leo and to Nick. Thanks to Tim. Thanks, Rosiah, Nicole, Michael, Aracelis, Alaquandria. Thank you very much. Rosiah again. Treva, Frank, TP, Peachy, Nicole. We got Nicole again, Peachy, Nicole and Peachy going back and forth. Y'all playing double dutch. Tammy, TP, my man Tim, Claude, Sonia, Nicole, City Dawn, much love, Consuelo, Tammy, Kristen, we got Deshauna, we got Karen, we got April, Pack Natural, we got Kelly, Jordy going back to back, much appreciated. And let's see. I will end the way that I always end. Wait. I don't know that. No, there's see now that I didn't scroll too far. I don't know some of these. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we going. All right. Shout out to y'all. Much love. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Welcome, Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Welcome. And we'll end as we always do. Soak your feet. I'm a scat man.